The British Science Festival is coming to Hull. The annual event mixes elements of practical, theoretical and philosophical science and lands in East Yorkshire this September. I went along to the launch event at the Deep to find out more about the experimental happenings that will be on offer.
The British Science Festival is a celebration of research science, and it takes place every year in early September in a different place around the UK, and it's been going since 1831 when we, the organisers, the British Science Association, when we were founded, and each year it's given a platform for researchers to talk about their work to each other, to people in different research subjects, but also crucially to the public, and that's what makes the festival so special. So there's something for everyone. So maybe you're a super science geek and you want to meet some researchers and hear about what they're doing, or maybe you're not that keen on science actually, but you're just looking for something to do on a Thursday night, and we're going to have some great events for you to take part in.
At the launch event was Helen Sharman, who became the first British astronaut in space 27 years ago. Following the whole City of Culture events last year, I asked her whether she thinks the Science Festival will help the city's cultural environment take flight.
I believe science is just culture. It's in the same way as literature, art, music, and I love all of that. I can't separate in my life science from anything else, just like I can't separate my love of music from my love of the mountains. It's all part and parcel, and I think the more that we can integrate science in our lives, the more we appreciate how much science impacts the quality of life that we have, the variety of opportunities that science brings to us. It really is. We have music festivals, we have literature festivals, so just to have a science festival, to me, it is just a natural thing to do.
We're super excited to be returning to Hull and Humber. There's a couple of reasons for that. So one is that there's so much exciting research here in business, in healthcare, in energy, sectors like that, and in the university. So the University of Hull is the partner hosting the British Science Festival this year. So we're really excited about showcasing all the excellent research. And we also want it to be a bit of a legacy for the City of Culture, So there's been some amazing events going on in the region as part of City of Culture. And so what are people going to do now, right? They're going to come to the British Science Festival in September.
Sheffield-born Sharman was just 27 years of age when she was sent aboard the Mir Space Station, making her the 6th youngest person ever to fly into space. Previously working as a chemist, her scientific background helped her beat nearly 13,000 applicants to take part in Project Juno. She shared with me her fascinating experiences of being in space.
I still, 27 years later, remember that feeling of weightlessness, of just floating. It's the freedom of not having to touch anything. That camaraderie with the crewmates, because we were very much, a bit of, a hardship posting back. Tim Peake had, of course, luxury in space. So Tim enjoyed GPS. He enjoyed being able to pick up his GPS phone and phone home whenever he likes. He has email, as the astronauts do on the International Space Station, and absolutely we make use of the technology, and that drives the science. But back 30 years ago, we didn't have email or GPS phones to use in space. So it was quite a different environment. So that camaraderie was probably different as well. But of course, the views out of the window are just the same, and nobody ever gets tired of that. Amazing. Returning from space, that feeling of weight, I could lift up my little finger and I noticed the weight of my little finger. Everything just felt so heavy. It doesn't take very long before the brain quickly gets used to that. We're amazingly adaptive, it's the human body. But yes, that difference between feeling weightless for 8 days in space and then coming back to Earth and having to stand up and learn about balance again, up and down. Lifting up a leg, my leg felt heavy, so actually balancing to walk in a straight line was very interesting for a while.
The British Science Festival lands in Hull on Tuesday the 11th of September and runs through until Friday the 14th. Jack Muscutt, Estuary News.